You gotta raise your goddamn standards. You gotta raise your goddamn standards if you're trying to go up and trying to get better. I'm Dom Jackson, David A. Media, and this is 7 Day Scoop Show, my weekly show where I document my career and decisions that I'm making. If a venture you're trying to pursue, I use my venture and my stories to help motivate and teach you in the process of getting my band car keys. It's where we've been for the past year or so. And a couple things we learned this week, super important. First off is that the process of what I'm raising my standards on currently to keep everything, full circle is getting better at making my sales while doing other things. So, we have the selling department, we have the servicing department, and we have the running the whole operation. And what I am improving on is getting better at selling while servicing. So what that means is if throughout the day I talk to 20 people on a sales day, if I'm servicing sales, I might talk to 10, I might talk to 7, I might talk to less people as a whole. With that, I have to be able to convert the people that I have in front of me into sales so I can keep my numbers high while leading and taking care of everything else. Full backstory, full problem. It's one of the things that I had to rediscover and rephrase over the past couple weeks or so, maybe past 3 weeks, of really understanding what the issue was. So, there's certain people who want keys, some people don't want keys. The people who are just definitive yes or no people. And the old strategy was, hey, I'm just gonna keep going with the same intensity and same happiness, same vibe until someone comes in that's gonna be an easy yes or a decent yes. But now it's oh, you need to be getting people that are harder than that, convert them into a yes. So like I said, last week it was a 1 to 5 system. 1 is super easy, 5 is super tough, a lot of rebuttals, a lot of battles. I gotta be able to do the 3s and 4s consistently. That's the skill set. That separates non-van owners like me from actual van owners, because I've seen the van owners do it. With that, I have to get better at rebuttals. So this week I was paying a lot more attention to my rebuttals, writing down all the ones that I'm getting, and I realized that one of the skill sets that I have as far as raising my standards is that I said, all right, cool, 1 no and a go. And one of our biggest things is 2 no's and a go. So, 1 rebuttal is my new standard now. But I don't always have the right things to say. It's hey, I can't do it right now. We'll do it later. Oh, but we don't have this much time. Oh, we have this, we're inventory based. Oh, we're only here for a short amount of time. We're a road show. But anyway, and now I'm in the ethos of okay, it's to think about it in a linear formation, kind of things in steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say step 1 is, step 1 is the whole process of the sale, and then step 3 is the close of the sale. So it's introduction to the sale. Step 2, I explain what we're doing. 3, I close them, and then at the close it's step 4. So what I would do at step 4 is I would all right, cool, have a good day, no problem, which was okay because that helped me close the people that I can get that immediately wanted the key, understood what I was saying. But now I need to make my step 4 fight for it a little bit more, rebuttal a little more, so that I can convert that person into a sale, or at least convert the amount of people that I do the 2 into a sale. So if I do 10 people, I convert 2. If I do 10 people, 20 people, I convert 4, and get that new step up. So this rebuttal thing is now I'm doing it. I'm oh, this is a new. I just created a new pathway in my system of doing things and living, and it changed everything else. I had a good week this week. I did over 500 points, which was the new standard that I'm aiming for to go. So, raising your standards is so important. And I have a video of me driving at the end of this that was super impactful as well, of raising your standards, why it's so important. So I'll begin here. But as far as just direct things, it's rebuttals. So now the action steps to this are getting with the people who are doing the best in my organization, the owner of the van, some of our top salespeople, they're just in my day-to-day life that are better than me in sales, talking to them and picking their brain and just eating everything that they're saying. I need to copy and paste you exactly, throw out my entire version of it, and just do what they do. Run a copy and paste business. So just masterclass, you are right, I know nothing. I'm gonna learn from you because I'm not at the level you're doing to do. You've done it consistently, you've beaten me in this enough times, and I'm gonna learn from you. So I'm gonna raise my standards there. So raising my standards is my ability of how to get rebuttals and understanding how to do the rebuttal. Doing the rebuttals is gonna be step 1, finding who to contact. And there's a ton of people who are already around me already, who are already doing so much better than me that I'm going to learn and adapt from. 2, practicing. So Now I'm tracking, breaking down all the rebuttals that I get and how many I get them throughout the week. So I already track stuff in the field and I already review on Monday. So like it's already in the system that I already have in place, but now I can review like, oh, I'm gonna better turn this rebuttal and this rebuttal. And then I'll be able to have a whole like bandwidth of things I increase over the whole month. So, you know, the raising your standards is so important because you may not see what you need to raise and understand what it is until you get to the point where it's unacceptable. You know, you are your standards. Like, don't forget that. You really are your standards. And everything that you have now is because you allow it to stay now. Next thing, on the leadership side of things. So one of the lessons I learned a couple weeks ago that I still apply now is that, like, it's different when you're leading people versus when you're by yourself. When you're by yourself, you're just an independent dude doing independent things. When you're a leader, you have to create a structure and a system, and you have to maintain the structure of that system constantly. Like, reinforce it. People need to be reminded what it needs to be taught. So it's like, how do I keep this consistent system going over and over and over again? How do I find something that works and then keep doing it and refining it over and over and over again? So, you know, I was working with someone this week, and we like work together, but haven't like worked together one-on-one. And we know each other, both like skill sets. You know, we know what we're doing enough. But as far as teamwork, that synergy has to come from someone being like, hey, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and reinforcing that we're going to keep doing that so decisions are made faster. It's not just like, oh. You know, if you got two quarterbacks, it's like one quarterback calling all the plays makes all the yeses and nos run through that person. So obviously the owner and the leader of the van is going to run the actual plays, but if I'm in charge of a certain section, so I'm in charge outside of the van, I got to make sure I'm on that same level of diligence. And I didn't understand that before. I think it was like maybe 6 weeks ago, I had one of the times I was doing it outside, and like I like did it, but I wasn't like on top of it. I have to reinforce this. I have to keep this going. I have to make sure this stays in place. I have to hold people accountable. I have to have metrics to track this thing. I have to make it happen. And you know, it's cool if I did it right. Like, it's cool, you perform, that's great. But now I'm not playing that game anymore. I'm playing a leadership game, a system game, which is different. And I'm very happy that I got to see it again, because I'm like, oh, this is something I have to fix. This is like a standard that I have that's like, I'm just playing the me game. Now I'm playing the, you know, 2 game, 3 game, and now I have to make a system around how to make sure this works consistently and keep it going. On a side note, you know, one of the biggest things that come with this business is that the model that we have is that, you know, we live together and work together as a team. So you're with people all the time. And like, you have to get your internal home synergy aligned with your external business synergy, because everything connects. So it's like how you sleep, how you eat, how your house is, how you pay your bills. All these things really correlate. And it is your job to make sure you keep the standard of everything to a level that works. So what's really happening now is that, you know, there's opportunities for us to improve our living situation and people to step up and take control of that so that everything works better in the business situation. So if you win in one game, you can win in the other games. You just got to make sure you're playing the right games together. And now that I'm in it more, I like see the next level, and like people that are really performing at that next level around us, I'm like, oh, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing. I'm like, it's annoying when you're not playing on that level. Once you play on that level, like, it makes so much more sense. I'm like, oh, this is why you're talking about this and like this, you know. So there's been a lot of insight of like, oh, like, I need to think about more than just me. And it's a good reflection place for like my own personal standards. Like, hey, this is okay, what I'm cool with. This is what I'm comfortable with. But here's the next level of growth I need to hit. So there's standards that you're holding yourself to that you have to upgrade. Like, you cannot tolerate this shit. Now here's the video of the rant I was talking about from the car. Very important video, just moment in time. August 3rd, 7:53 p.m. Central Time. Just got done in the field. And one of the big things that really hit me over this past week was that I was looking at my car, and my car headlight is messed up. The front and back are still covered in tape. Check engine light is on. And I was like, yeah, like, this is so beneath my standard of how I view myself, and how I see myself. But I'm gonna fix this later on. And the thing is, it wasn't until Monday this week I actually made a game plan to actually fix these things. Like, okay, what am I gonna pay off first so I can get to the process of paying off this? And I realized that, like, whatever standards you have for yourself, even if you think you have higher standards, your actual standards of who you are and what you are is exactly what the fuck you have right now. Like, this is what okay is for you. Like, you're okay with this. This is what okay is. Like, and I feel like in your head, you're like, yeah, but like, that's going to change later on, which is okay. You can have patience, you can make time, like, that makes sense because you're going to have to grow and adapt to a new version of what you need to do.
In a quarter mile, turn
standard.
right onto Kirkendall Road.
You're going to have to grow and evolve to get that new standard, what time will take to make the change. But if you don't have like a time with setups and goals and actual deadlines, it's just like an arbitrary like thing that doesn't actually exist. So just like, yeah, it's an idea in your head to like, yeah, this is going to change. But like, until you have actual steps of what you're going to do and actual metrics, it's not an actual thing you're trying to make changes on. It's just like an idea in your head. And,
at the light, turn right onto Kirkendall Road.
And like, my car was like a prime example because like, bro, I had these same issues since I left California. Like, I was like, oh, I was driving for Uber. My car was dirty because, you know, I was an Uber driver. When I have more money, I'm going to fix this. But like, I've had money since like...
Continue on Kirkendall Road for 3 miles.
These are problems I was having since 2003. I'm sorry, 2023. It is now 2025, halfway through the year, and I have the same exact problem. So what happened? The issue was that it just became my standard and my norm, and I didn't change myself mentally to like, yo, this is not okay. It went down lower than I wanted it to be, and it was like, all right, I'll just stay down here because this is okay. No, this is not okay. Like, you can't, this is not okay. And, you know, this conviction and passion that I'm feeling is like, oh shit, like there's a mental like, yeah, like I'm in a different version of this. Like, there's a higher version of me that's here, but it's not really here because I'm not making a step to do it, and I'm not measuring the shit to track to actually make it happen. If you're not doing those two things, if you don't have the, like, you need the idea first, which is great, dreams are great, and then you have to have a structure and a system to put it in place and a way to measure it as it grows. So like, hey, it might take me, you know, it being August now, I may not get this car fixed till October. I may not have it fixed until December, but it will be fucking fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a steps to get it fixed. I gotta do this, and this. This is what I'm doing to get this. This is my system for this, to get this done, so I'm not just in this like la loop. I've been in it for 2 years with this fucking car. Every problem that I'm having, everything that I see, like, this is my standard. Like, this is my norm. This is what's okay. Even though mentally I'm like, yo, it's not okay. This is just for right now. But I don't have enough things in place changing to make this all right now and not be right now. So like, this video is a reminder for me, for you, for me 5 years from now, for you 5 years from now, me 10 years from now. Your standards are right now, unless you have a plan to get rid of them. And it's like step by step, day by day, week by week, fucking month by month, quarter by quarter, year by year, and you're gonna get the fuck out of that situation. Because if you're not actually doing that, actively taking action, aggressive action, you're just gonna fucking coast the whole time and be chilling right the fuck there. So, you know, I've been trying to get this van for a year now, and I've been like, oh yeah, this is good. Like, no the fuck it's not. No the fuck it's not. It doesn't change until I change, and I gotta make sure I keep fucking changing, evolving close to what it takes to get there. So fuck, like, you know, just take it one step at a time. You'll get there day by day, and make sure you have fucking shit set up to get there day by day, because if not, you're gonna be stuck in la la land where it's an idea and you're just not making the changes.